Yeah. Family, y'all. Just keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. All right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here we go, here we go.
One of the most important things is that what I was catching on from chapter 1 and chapter 2, Angelita says it's take it or live it. Déjalo. Tómalo como es or leave it. And one of the most important things is because I've gone through a lot of priests in my time since I became closer to God. And I've always seen things that Father or my brothers have seen, probably the discouragement, the Deacon Roy, and of course Nicodemus, being a Pharisee, being a teacher, could not comprehend what Jesus was talking about when he says, you will be born again. How does a grown-up man become back or go back into the womb of his mother? Not recognizing what Jesus was calling. And I recall one thing that disappointed me when a priest one time told me, we were talking about being a charismatic myself, or that's where I was born from. And then a priest goes, ay, ustedes con su Espíritu Santo. And I said, oops, this is not a good conversation for us, so I kind of kept it down and low. They didn't even ask, why, Father, do you not believe in this? I'm hoping that he's still alive, because, I mean, the light came into the world, as Angelita says. But the only thing is that light has come into all. The only thing is the people that came, or Jesus came to save, or his people, that the chosen ones, could not recognize him. They failed to see that high Christology. Oh, he's just a man like us. Really? Easy. But I have seen that Nicodemus was trying to find out. Remember, he's a Pharisee. He's part of the Jewish congregation, but he still comes at night and says, Lord, we know that you are from God. And that you have brought something. And the only thing that he ever brought was to bring us to light or to darkness. And it's not something that God comes and says, you got to have it. No, it's a choice. Back again to London. Take it or leave it. And one of the most important things is, I believe that for many of us, and the only reason that I chose, for many of us, the reason that I chose this gospel is because just last Monday, I used the verse of John 3:16. But I have not come to judge. I have come that you will have life and have an abundance. I brought salvation. Y de veras, how many of us have taken that step to receive? ¿Lo hemos podido recibir or how can this be? No lo creemos. But I believe que sí tenemos a lot that we can perceive from that. And I had a brother that showed up to this rosary on last Monday, a week ago. And he came in and I knew he was a brother because he had his Bible under his arm. And so right away, as I was doing my rosary, I threw in that John 3:16. Remember, my brothers, one of the most important things is we believe we have found salvation or reconciliation with God. So don't worry about your family member, your friend in Mexico que passed on, and we're here doing a rosary for him. That John 3:16 does tell us that if he believes, he will encounter the Lord, and that as he walked to the threshold from this end to the other side. And then again, of course, I know a few scriptures that will save us Catholics from when we're encountering our brothers that maybe have studied the Bible. And I went back and I told him, I said, believe in this because this is not new. No es nuevo what we hear what we learn on a weekly basis through our classes with Father. But I even threw him way back to Maccabees, second book of Maccabees, and I told him, I said, remember, the prayers that we do for our family members or friends are not something that we're doing just, or it's new for us. It's something that was done way before. So he never used his Bible for anything, but the only thing is, the whole idea is letting the people know that we have a choice. And the greater choice is that God came for one purpose, and that's for us to have life in abundance, the light that came into the world. Not something that we can say, well, no sé por qué, that I should have kept on doing what I was doing. So remember, in my heart, in 1984, when I had my revelation of who God is or Jesus is, that's when I felt like, yes, I'm a reborn. No, soy católico. And not very many Catholics are saying, I'm a reborn Christian. I say it because I felt it. And so this gospel, to me, John 3:16, is very important because he is, and he has chosen.
Thank you, Deacon Cleophas. What we find in chapter John 3 then with this conversation with Nicodemus is this literary technique. Do you remember from last week how it is that we'll have different people who in this gospel of John are going to misunderstand Jesus? Jesus says one thing and then they misunderstand it. So when Jesus says, you have to be born again, then he misunderstands it. It's a literary technique. He's like, born again, like, am I going to crawl back inside my mother's womb and come back out, like be born again? But it's a chance for Jesus to be able to explain what he means when he says born again. In this case, what does it mean to be born again? He says it means to be born by water and the Spirit. John chapter 3, I think is so important because when we see football games on TV, when we see people who hold up John 3:16, why are they holding up John 3:16? Because for them, that entire Bible in your hand, all those pages, can be summed up in one sentence, and that is John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world, that what did God do? God gave God's only Son. Why? So that those who believe might not perish, but might have eternal life. If you believe in Christ, you will have eternal life. All that from this 3rd chapter of John.